How far would a mother go to keep her child? For Nia, the answer was simple until the day her son Jabari drowned in Lake Victoria. She buried him with her own hands, said her goodbyes, but then he came back. Not quite right. His voice is deeper, his eyes empty. The village elders warned her, what returns from the lake is not your child. But when he knocked on her door a third time, cold and wet, and calling her name, Nia made a choice that would doom them all. Because the lake has always been hungry, it wears the face of a child. What would you do if the thing wearing your loved one's skin asked to come inside? And the real question that haunts every mother, how do you know when to let go? The rains had been very heavy that season. Lake Victoria's waters were dark and dangerous. Even though his mother warned him, 10-year-old Jabari often sneaked away to swim in a hidden part of the lake where fishermen didn't go. His friends said he was the bravest boy in the village. He liked showing off. One bad afternoon, dark clouds filled the sky. Jabari jumped from his favorite rock into the water. The lake felt colder than before. His foot got stuck in some plants under the water. He panicked. He kicked and fought, but the lake pulled him down deeper. The village cried for 3 days. Jabari's mother Nia screamed as they buried her only son. Her cries were loud in the valley. The elders said prayers to help his spirit go to the ancestors. The children put his wooden boats and slingshot in the grave. That night, the rain started again. In the morning, small footprints were seen going from the grave to Nia's door. Muddy water sat on her doorstep. Nia screamed when she opened the door. Jabari stood there, soaking wet but smiling. His clothes were dirty with soil, and his eyes looked strange. They didn't move the same way when he smiled. They were flat, like painted glass. "Mama," he said, but his voice sounded wrong, too deep, like it came through water. "I'm hungry." The elders ran to her house when they heard her scream. Old Adamu, who had seen 85 rainy seasons, stepped back. "This is not your son," he said softly, making signs to keep away evil. "This is something wearing your son's skin." The thing that looked like Jabari turned its head in a weird way and smiled again. When the men grabbed him, his skin felt cold and slippery like a fish. They buried him again before sunset. This time, they put heavy stones on the grave. Nia cried until she couldn't cry anymore. But deep inside, a small part of her hoped maybe her son had really come back. For 3 nights, the village stayed quiet. The elders watched the grave, but nothing moved. On the 4th night, a big storm hit Lake Victoria. Lightning filled the sky. The men watching the grave ran for shelter. In the morning, the grave was open. The stones were tossed aside like toys. This time, there were no footprints. Only puddles of water, like the rain itself, had walked away. The whole village began talking. Some people said they heard a child laughing by the lake at night. Others said they saw a small figure standing near the water, just staring. Jabari's old friends didn't go near the lake anymore. They said the water whispered their names. Nia locked her door. She was scared, but also still hoped. At night, she thought she heard little fingers tapping on her window. But when she looked, it was just the rain on the glass. The village witch doctor hung charms on every door, but the whispers didn't stop. They grew louder each night. When Jabari came back again, he stood in the middle of the village watching the children play. His body looked worse. It was bigger now, and his skin looked green and peeling, but he still had that wrong smile. A little girl saw him first and screamed. The village men came with spears and surrounded him. He didn't run. "I just want to go home," he said in that too deep voice. "Why won't you let me go home?" This time, they didn't take chances. They tied him up with iron chains blessed by the witch doctor. They dug the grave deeper and lined it with special stones with old symbols. Old Amu said prayers, while they buried him again. "The dead must stay dead," he told Naya, who turned away and couldn't watch. "This is not your son. It only looks like him to trick you. If it comes again, do not let it in." That night, the chains under the ground started to shake. The noise kept the village awake all night. Then, suddenly, it stopped. The fish in Lake Victoria started dying. They floated on top of the water with cloudy white eyes. The fishermen couldn't catch anything or their nets would tear. Children began having bad dreams. They all dreamed about Jabari. In the dreams, he stood in their rooms and watched them sleep. Some children woke up to find wet footprints near their beds. The village became full of fear and worry. Nia stayed in her house. She didn't go to the market or village meetings. People heard her talking to someone inside her hut, but no one was there. Some said they saw two shadows moving inside her home at night. The village leader wanted to talk to her, but old Adamu said, "Give her time. Grief is strange." Still, even he looked worried when he walked past her house. The lake's water turned a strange reddish-brown color. At sunset, some people said they saw a child's face in the water, but there was no child nearby. The knocking started 1 month after the last burial. It happened at sunset. 3 slow knocks on every door. When people looked, no one was there. It happened the next night too, and the next. Always 3 knocks, always no one there. But on the 7th night, it only came to Nia's door. "Mother," said the voice outside, "it's cold. Please let me in." The voice sounded more like Jabari now, not so deep, more like himself. The whole village listened in silence. Old Adamu and the headman waited outside with torches and spears. "Don't open it," they called to Nia. "That is not your son." Inside, Nia leaned against the door. She felt each knock shake her whole body. She had already lost her son twice. How could she say no again? Her hand touched the lock as the knocking got louder. "Mama, please," the voice cried. "I'm scared. I don't understand what's happening to me." Tears ran down Nia's face. Her hands shook. The village men moved closer, holding their weapons. "Step away from the door, Nia," the headman shouted. But Nia couldn't listen. "How do I know it's really you?" she asked softly through the door. The knocking stopped. The silence lasted a long time. Then the voice said gently, "Remember the song you sang when lightning scared me? About the brave fish who swam against the current. Only she and Jabari knew that song. She made it up just for him." Her hands trembled as she unlocked the door. Her son stood there, wet and looking down. When he looked up, his eyes looked normal for a moment. They showed fear and sadness. "Mama," he said, "I don't know how to come back all the way." Then he stepped inside. Nia closed the door behind him, even though the people outside were shouting warnings. The screams started an hour later. They were loud and full of pain. The village men broke down Nia's door. She was alone, sitting in a corner, rocking back and forth. Jabari was gone. Only puddles of lake water and strange marks were on the floor. Nia didn't speak. Her eyes were wide and empty. Her mouth moved, but no sound came out. When they tried to help her, she fought like an animal. For days, Nia stayed like that. The village women took care of her. She wouldn't eat or drink unless they made her. At night, she whispered to someone no one else could see. "He's still in there," old Adumu said after visiting her. "Not her son. The thing from the lake. It's in her mind now." The witch doctor tried every spell and cleansing trick he knew. Nothing worked. Then the village children began acting strange too. They stared at the lake for a long time. Some said Jabari spoke to them in their minds, asking them to come swim. One morning, Neo was gone. Her bed was empty. The door was still locked from the outside. Somehow she had vanished. That same day, 5 children disappeared too. People searched everywhere, but found nothing. At sunset, the whole village came to the lake and froze in fear. 6 people stood in the shallow water, Nia and the 5 missing children. Their eyes looked just like Jabari's, flat and wrong. "He's lonely," Nia said in a strange voice. "He needs friends. He needs family." The children smiled with those empty eyes. The village men ran into the water to grab them, but the lake churned and pulled them all under. When the water calmed, they were gone. That night, the knocking came again. Every door. Wet little hands. Voices of loved ones calling out to be let in. Some people couldn't say no. A year later, the village by Lake Victoria was empty. The people who stayed strong had run away to other towns, bringing stories that few believed. Some travelers said they saw children playing in the empty village at sunset. Many children, but all quiet. Their eyes were strange and flat. Fishermen on the far side of the lake said that on moonlit nights, they saw faces under the water. All the faces wore this same creepy smile. Old Adamu, one of the few who lived, told his story to anyone who would listen. "The lake has always been hungry," he said with a shaky voice. "But now it knows how to hunt. It wears the faces of people we love." Those people didn't believe him until the knocking came to their villages too. Always 3 knocks, always at sunset, always a loved one's voice asking to come inside. They say if you go to Lake Victoria at night and say someone's name 3 times, someone will walk out of the water. They will look just like the person you ask for. They will smile and reach for you with wet hands. And if you look deep into their eyes, right before they take you, you might see a boy named Jabari, still trying to come home, still drowning forever.